Welcome in, Lemurs fans. James Nasser here as we get ready for first pitch between the Sioux Falls Canaries and the Laredo Lemurs here for Game 2 of this three-game series in Sioux Falls. Lemurs, last night, well, they lost in walk-off fashion to the Canaries. It was an exciting game, back and forth all night long. Lemurs actually had to come back from behind in the ninth inning as Laredo was down a run in the ninth with 2 outs and 2 strikes on the batter Jesus Poso before Poso drove in a run to tie the game up. Alvaro Rondon followed up with a hit, driving in a run, and Drew Martinez also drove in a run. As the next batters, the Lemurs got 3 hits there with 2 outs to score 3 runs and take a 2-run lead going to the bottom of the ninth. But bottom of the ninth inning, Lemurs sent Joe Testa to the mound, fresh off the disabled list, and Testa would give up 2 walks and a hit, allowing 3 runs to score, and the Canaries walked off with a victory last night by a score of 9-8 over the Laredo Lemurs. So game 1 of the series, Lemurs get walked off on the third time, in fact, on this 9-game road trip. We've only played 7 of those 9 games that the Lemurs have been walked off on, as 2 of those happened in Gary and now 1 here in Sioux Falls. So tough ways to lose games here on this road trip for the Lemurs, as a couple of 3 walk-off losses, definitely games that you could win and really were in position to win, especially last night. The Lemurs had a 2-run lead going to the bottom of the ninth, but couldn't get it done, and we're here tonight as we get ready for Game 2 of this series. Jose Navarro on the mound for the Lemurs. Navarro 2-1 with a 2.75 ERA. He threw 5 innings in his first start for the Lemurs, allowing just 1 run. So he was excellent against Gary on this road trip, making his first start of his career. Now his second start of his career here today. Ray Hansen will be starting for the Canaries, making his 3rd start of the season for Sioux Falls. He's 0-1 with an ERA of a 10.32. So Hansen's had his struggles here at the beginning of the season, or beginning of his season, with the Canaries, as he's appeared in 2 games, both starts, throwing 11 1/3 innings and giving up a total of 15 runs, 13 of which have been earned. Last night, as I mentioned, the Lemurs fell to the Canaries in Game 1. Tonight, Lemurs looking for a little revenge on Sioux Falls. Take a look at the starting lineups here. Lemurs will be led off by center fielder Drew Martinez. He'll be followed by DH Ty Morrison. Morrison, the DH tonight, batting second. Leandro Castro bats third in left field. Dennis Phipps bats fourth. He's in right field. Batting fifth is catcher Zane Chavez. Cesar Valera's at third base, batting sixth. Batting seventh, J.D. Pulfer at second base. Jesus Poso is at first base tonight, batting eighth. And batting ninth, shortstop Alvaro Rondon. Again, that's Martinez, Morrison, Castro, Phipps, Chavez, Valera, Pulfer, Poso, and Rondon. For the Canaries, they'll be led off by Blake Schmidt at shortstop. Second baseman Darwin Perez bats second. David Bergen, the hero of last night, the man who hit the double with the bases loaded, drive in 3 runs and walk off with the win. Yeah, well, he's batting third again tonight and is the DH. Ruby Silva's batting in the cleanup spot, playing right field. Osni Guillen bats fifth, playing first base. In left field, batting sixth, Cameron Monger. Michael Pear bats seventh. He's at the catcher spot. B.J. Gwynn is at third base, batting eighth. And Ethan Chapman bats ninth in center field. Again, that's Schmidt, Perez, Bergen, Silva, Guillen, Monger, Pear, Gwynn, and Chapman. And it's Hansen on the mound for the Canaries. Navarre toeing the rubber for the Lemurs here tonight. Your umpires, Marty Bauer behind the plate, Jerry Martinez at first base, and Trent Delmont at third. We go back to take a look around the scoreboard from last night, as well as tonight's scores here in the American Association, as we get ready for first pitch between the Lemurs and the Canaries.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E? That's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries. Which led to, there's got to be a better way to look up words. Which led to the invention of spell check. Which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite. We invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
For just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free...
With 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical...
color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension.
Salt Dogs, 4-3 the score there. They went extra innings, 10 innings last night in Wichita. Winnipeg Goldeyes winners 11-5 over the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. St. Paul Saints won 16-0 over the Sioux City Explorers. That game in St. Paul. And in Kansas City, one-run game in favor of the home team, the T-Bones. T-Bones won by a score of 5-4 over the Gary South Shore Railcats. Today, no games so far yet have been started. Those same matchups: Wichita hosting Lincoln, Winnipeg in Fargo, the Saints hosting the Sioux City Explorers, Joplin Blasters taking on the Texas Air Hugs in Joplin, and in Kansas City, the T-Bones and Gary South Shore Railcats going at it tonight to go along with the Lemurs and the Canaries. We're a few moments away from first pitch here between the Lemurs and the Canaries. I have 7 o'clock local time, whereas first pitch supposed to be at 7:05 here as Lemurs and Canaries get set for Game 2 of this series. As mentioned, Game 1 last night, Lemurs fell 9-8 in walk-off fashion. We have a upcoming homestand with the Wichita Wingnuts, so we have a very big series. So if you're listening from the Laredo area, come on out and watch the Lemurs when we get back home. 3-game series, and then the All-Star break, and then we have another series there at home, and that one right after the All-Star break will be a 4-gamer against the Joplin Blasters. So 3 games against Wichita after we travel home starting on Friday as we take on the Wichita Wingnuts. So big series there. The Wingnuts leading the division right now as we take a look at those division standings. Lemurs with a record of 34-30 after last night's loss. They are 6.5 games behind the Wingnuts. Lemurs have lost 2 in a row and are now 3-7 in their last 10 ball games. The Wingnuts are 40-23, and they are 6-4 in their last 10. They did lose last night, and they lead the Lemurs by 6.5 games. Texas Airhogs second place in the division. They are 23-40 on the year, 17.5 games out of first. Joplin Blasters last place, 21-41. They are 18.5 games out of first in the South. In the North Division, Sioux Falls Canaries with last night's win are now 22-40 on the year. Canaries are 20.5 games out of first place and are 5-5 in their last 10 ball games. Leading the North Division, the St. Paul Saints, who have won 2 in a row, are 43-20 on the season, as they have an 8.5 game lead over the Winnipeg Goldeyes, who did win last night in extra innings. They are 34-28 on the year. The Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, 31-32 on the season, 12 games out of first. Lincoln leads the Central right now. They won last night and are 7-3 in their last 10, as they have a 5.5 game lead over the Gary South Shore Railcats, who lost last night as well. So another game gained by the Lincoln Salt Dogs over the Railcats, as they are now 37-25, Railcats 32-31. Third place, Sioux City, who had gotten hot just a couple of weeks ago. Sioux City was on a tear. They got above 500, but since getting above 500, I think they got to 30-28 at one point. They have lost, they were 30-28 at one point. They're now 30-32 and have lost 4 straight games, although they still are 6-4 in their last 10 games. As that goes to show you, they're on a 6-game winning streak, and then they lost 4 straight. So right now the Explorers hot and cold, but still a dangerous team as they try to fight back into that Central Division. They only trail by 7 games in the Central, so they could still compete for the division and even the wild card there, as they trail the Lemurs by a total of 4 games in the wild card. Kansas City T-Bones right now, well, they are 3.5 games behind the Lemurs are the Explorers. T-Bones are 29-34 right now, 8.5 games out of first place, but they've won back-to-back games, have the T-Bones. I mentioned the wild card. Lemurs, with last night's loss, well, they're now behind the Winnipeg Goldeyes by a game. The Lemurs have played 2 more games than Winnipeg has, and at 34-30, the Lemurs are 1 game behind the Goldeyes, who are 34-28 there for the wild card. You obviously have still in the race Gary at 32-31, Sioux City 30-32, and Fargo 31-32. So those teams, those 4 Central and North teams, right there in it. Even Kansas City 29-34, not too far out of it there for the wild card race. There's a bunch of teams right there within about 5-6 games of that wild card hunt. Looks like we're about ready for first pitch here. Everyone getting their helmets, batting gloves, bats all situated with the pine tar and whatnot to their specifications. The Canaries starting to take the field. You have the youngsters out there in center field, so we'll have first pitch or national anthem here in a few moments. When we come back for Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Laredo Lemurs and the Sioux Falls Canaries.
Why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Keep in mind everything is ready to grow.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
Thank you, Pearl. Great job singing the national anthem. Anthem is presented each and every night by Everything's Granite, located at 1300 East Benson Road for all of your granite needs here in Sioux Falls. If you're thinking about remodeling your space, you've come to the right place. Everything's Granite. All right, let's go back down to Adam and get this game started.
All right, national anthem in the books here in Sioux Falls as we get ready for first pitch between the Canaries and your Laredo Lemurs. Play ball has been announced. Warming up on the hill, it's the right-hander for the Canaries. Starter Ray Hansen. Hansen 0-1 with a 10.32 ERA. He's 0-1 on the year. He's appeared in 2 games, both starts. 11 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 16 hits, 15 runs, 13 of those are earned. Walked 10, has 4 strikeouts. And I was asked before the game by one of the players if he gives up home runs. Well, he's only given up 2 in those first 2 starts for Hansen this season. Hansen warming up defensively around him for the Canaries. They have at catcher Michael Pear, at third base BJ Gwynn. The shortstop tonight, Blake Schmidt. At second is Darwin Perez, and at first Osney Guillen. The outfield left to right, you have Cameron Monger in left, Ethan Chapman in center, and Ruby Silva in right field. It's a little bit different look for the lineup today with Silva in the lineup. He causes a few changes. Also, you have BJ Gwynn getting the start today. Of course, yesterday was a lefty on the mound. Today, a righty for the Lemurs. So, mixing things up with the righty-lefty combinations. As leading off the inning for the Lemurs, you have Drew Martinez, Ty Morrison, and Leandro Castro. Martinez, left-handed hitter, digging into the box to start off the ball game. Here against Ray Hansen. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. First pitch at 7:10. A couple of late starts here. Last night was 7:12. Hansen winds, and the 0-1 pitch taken inside. 1-1. This season, Martinez hitting .313, no home runs, 28 runs batted in. Hansen with the pitch, swing, and a shallow fly ball to center, racing in and diving for it's Chapman. He makes the fantastic catch out in center field, robbing Martinez of a base hit. And Chapman laid out for that, caught it in midair. Glove actually up above him. He had to, usually when you dive, the glove is kind of in front of you and below the body, and then your hand hits the ground first. His glove was actually head level or higher when he made the catch on the dive, making it all that more impressive. Ty Morrison, the DH today for the Lemurs, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Morrison hitting .296, 2 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Morrison last night got the start in left field. Tonight, the DH takes a strike. The count now 1-1. Hansen peers in. Now he's going to step off the rubber. One ball, one strike, the count. And the pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. Count now 1-2. Hansen winds, 1-2 pitch. Morrison up and away, takes 2-2. Hansen will wind. Pitch swung on and fouled away left side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch swung on, grounded towards the mound, right side of it. Charging in is Perez, the second baseman, throws to first. And there's 2 away. Leandro Castro, Lemurs left fielder, comes to the plate now. Castro on the year batting .314, 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Castro, the Lemurs left fielder tonight. Last night was getting the start as the DH. First pitch, Castro's going to square around, pull the bat back, take it high for a ball, 1-0. Third baseman out there playing deep at third. He'll do that. Try and lay down a bunt whenever third baseman's playing deep on him. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. Chased it in the dirt. The count now 1-1 on Castro, who last night hit a 2-run home run in the third inning. His only hit of the game was 1 for 5 on the evening. That 2-run home run, though, a big one as it tied the game up there in the third inning. Hansen gets back on the rubber. The count 1-1 to Castro. Castro calls time at the plate now. Hansen will wind in the pitch. Castro takes on the inside corner, a called strike. He was leaning out of the way, trying to get the call from the home plate umpire, but didn't get it. And it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch in the dirt outside. Pear can't block it. Doesn't matter. No one's on base. And the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count to Castro. Castro calls time right before Hansen started his windup. Now the 1-2 pitch, swing, ground ball, left side, foul. Count still 2-2. Two pitch, swing, fly ball in the air, right center. Moving over is Chapman to his left, and to his right is Silva. But Chapman, the center fielder, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down inning. Lemurs go to the bottom of the first. Canaries to the plate, and a scoreless game.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
shredded cheddar cheese,
the creamy sauce,
creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Blake Schmidt leads off the inning for the Canaries. Schmidt, the shortstop, against Jose Navarre for the Lemurs. Navarre making his second start of his pro career. Navarre, the hard-throwing righty. It'll be Schmidt, Perez, Bergen leading off for the Canaries. Defensively for the Lemurs, Zane Chavez is catching, Cesar Valera at third, Alvaro Rondon at short, J.D. Pulfer at second, and Jesus Pozo at first. Navarre kicks and fires. First pitch of the inning, taken for a strike. 93. Left outfield, Castro in left, Martinez in center, and Phipps in right. Schmidt batting .329 on the year, 4 home runs, 17 runs batted in. And the pitch taken low. Navarre kicks and fires, 1-1 pitch, fouled off. And he gets ahead 1-2. Navarre again from the stretch, comes to a set and 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. The count still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schmidt was in the lineup last night. Led off and was 0 for 4 with a sac bunt in the game. He'll swing and hit one foul away, right side, out of play. He did reach, though, on that sac bunt on an error. He's bunted right back at the pitcher, Joe Testa, who almost caught it, but then he missed it, and it got right through his legs, and that allowed Schmidt to reach. Pitch swung on, ground ball right at the shortstop Rondon. He just has to wait on it. Now he'll throw to first, and there's 1 out of the inning. Scoreless game, Lemurs and Canaries. Bottom of the first, 1 out. Darwin Perez to the plate. Perez batting .281 with 1 home run and 9 runs batted in. Perez, a switch hitter. Batting from the left side, takes down and away. One and 0 the count. Infield shifted for Perez to Poole. Just to the left of the bag at second is the shortstop Rondon. It's lined right at him. A twisting liner as Navarre almost caught it on the mound, and then it went over his head and twisted right to Rondon, who caught it right before it hit the ground. Nice play by Rondon. He was positioned perfectly. In fact, he was behind the bag at second in the last minute, moved over to the left, and because he did that, he was sitting on that liner. 2 away, David Bergen to the plate. The infield will go to the other side. Bergen, right-handed hitter. They're going to play him to Poole on that right side. To the left of the bag at second is the second baseman, J.D. Pulfer. Navarre kicks and fires. Bergen takes slow. Bergen this season, 289 hitter, 12 home runs, 49 runs batted in. Last night, had a big game. He had a 2-run home run and a 3-run double. Those were his only hits. He also walked once, was 2 for 4. Scored 2 runs and had 5 runs batted in. Sorry, scored 1 run and had 5 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strike the count after taking that last pitch in the zone. Offered from Navarre. He comes to a set. And the 1-1 swing and a line drive to right. 2-out single for Bergen as he goes the opposite way with it. Ruby Silva to the plate, his first time hitting in a Canaries uniform. Silva just acquired out of the Mexican League. Getting the start today in right field. Navarre from the stretch run on first, 2 outs. First pitch, Silva's going to swing and foul it back towards the screen in the count 0-1. Silva was scratched from the lineup yesterday. He was originally in the starting lineup, and then they pulled him from the starting lineup, but in it today. He's down in the count 0-1 to Navarre. Navarre making his second start of his pro career. First start came in that last game against Gary. He threw 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was a solo home run, walked 2 and struck out 6. Navarre kicks and fires, taken down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lemurs Canaries, scoreless, bottom of the first inning, 2 outs, runner on first. It's David Bergen. He's singled to reach. Infield shifted a bit towards the right side. Rondon still on that left side of the bag at second base. Valera playing well off the line at third. Poso holding the runner on at first, and Pulfer playing in the middle of the baseline. Runner stealing on the pitch, grounder towards Pulfer. He'll pick it up after moving to his left a few steps, throw to first. That'll end the inning. 4-3, the putout of Silva, and we go on to the top of the second. Lemurs and Canaries both scoreless.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Dennis Phipps leads off the inning for the Laredo Lemurs here in the top of the second. Scoreless game, Lemurs and Canaries. Phipps batting .268 on the year, 10 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Facing Ray Hansen. Hansen fires, called strike 0-1. Lemurs went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning against Hansen. Hansen, who started his career, he was drafted by the San Francisco Giants, 47th round out of Cypress College in 2010. But he didn't sign. Pitch in the dirt outside, 1-1. Didn't start his pro career until 2013 in independent baseball with the River City Rascals of the Frontier League and the Rio Grande Valley White Wings in the United League. Played for River City in 2014 before getting picked up by the Angels. Hansen delivers up high, 2-1. Played 1 year in the Angels organization at High A Inland Empire, where he went 4-5 with an ERA of a flat 4. Pitch inside, 3 balls, 1 strike, the count to Phipps. He appeared in 12 games and made 12 starts that year. Well-traveled, Hansen, swing, ground ball, left side, down the third baseline, but foul. The count now full to Dennis Phipps as he leads off the second inning for the Lemurs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one on, no one out. 0-0 game. But in 2015, Hansen pitched in 3 different leagues for 4 different teams. Pitch up and in, ball 4. Phipps draws the walk. Run on first for the Lemurs here with no outs in the inning. Last year he pitched for River City in the Frontier League, Sioux Falls in the American Association, Lancaster in the Atlantic League, and Bridgeport in the Atlantic League. This year he's already pitched in 2 different leagues, Sussex County of the Can-Am League and Sioux Falls here in the American Association. Lancaster, that's a fun name. You have the Lancaster Jethawks in the California League. And I've looked this up before because I had a discussion with it on air a few years ago. You have Lancaster in California, and then in Pennsylvania in the Atlantic League as Zane Chavez hits one in the air to shallow right. Coming in is Silva. He'll look to throw to first, but he won't. Chavez flies out for out number 1. Swing at the first pitch. The other one is pronounced something like Lancaster. You have Lancaster and Lancaster, I think is what it was, and Lancaster's in California. Lancaster is in Pennsylvania. Cesar Valera steps up, third baseman for the Lemurs, batting .278. This year, though, in the Can-Am League, Hansen appeared in 8 games, 7 starts, was 2-4 with a 5.27 ERA. Hansen from the stretch, runner on first, pitch to Valera. .278 hitter, 4 homers, 25 runs batted in for Valera this season. Hansen, a tall glass of water, 6'7", 235. Righty versus righty. Phipps over at first, getting a lead. Throw over to first. Phipps back standing. Valera last night was 1 for 3 with a single in the second inning. He also walked twice and grounded into a double play. Throw over to first again. But again, Phipps back in time. Phipps getting a lead. 0-1 pitch. Valera swings, fouls it up to the right side over the first base dugout in the air, and the count now 0-2 as it lands out of play. No, nothing in 2 the count to Valera. The pitch outside just a bit. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hansen with the 1-2, swing and a foul through the legs of the catcher pair, and the count 1-2 still. As he battles away at the plate, J.D. Pulfer waiting for his turn on deck. Nothing, the score. Canaries and Lemurs. Hansen looks over at first base at Phipps before stepping back on the rubber. Phipps getting a small lead over there at first. Now he's off and moving with the 1-2 pitch. It swung on, hit into center field straight away. Chapman had come in for a half step, then moved a half step back, making the catch, out number 2. Runner still at first base as Phipps had to hustle back to the bag. 2 outs in the inning. J.D. Pulfer at the plate. Pulfer hitting .261, 5 home runs, 38 runs batted in. Hansen in his last start gave up 5 runs, all earned on 10 hits. Over 6 1/3 against Fargo, pitching the dirt. 1-0 the count to Pulfer. He walked 4 and struck out 2 in that ball game. His first start this season came against the Wingnuts. He gave up 10 runs, 8 earned over 5 innings, taking a loss on 6 hits, 6 walks, and 2 strikeouts. 1-0 the count. Pulfer's going to swing and miss. Count 1-1. So that's what he's done this season with the Canaries in his 2 games. Pitched in 3 games for them last year in 2015. The pitch, swing, ground ball, left side, moving over to his left is Gwynn. He'll throw to first in time. Pulfer retires, so Lemurs get a leadoff walk, but they leave Phipps stranded at first base. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless, Lemurs and Canaries.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs! Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeye's new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint
Osney
needs, there's
Guillen
only one
leads off
place
the
to
inning
turn.
for the
Mike's
Canaries.
Paint
First pitch
Place.
to him,
Mike's
grounder
Paint
to left
Place has
side.
computerized color map.
And it's
We'd like to
grabbed
imagine.
by Rondon, but he'll throw wide of the bag. Guillen will reach on an infield single. Second hit of the game for the Canaries. They're playing Guillen to pull the ball. They're on the right side, and then playing in for a bunt was Valera, so Rondon had to go a long way on that slow roller to the left side. Cameron Monger to the plate, left fielder for the Canaries, batting .233, 5 home runs, 18 runs batted in on the year for him. Monger will take his time digging in. He's got a big beard. Left fielder for the Canaries. First pitch, runner's moving. It's a called strike. Throw down to second. Beats the runner by about 10 feet. Caught it before he had even started his slide. Monger had put out a bunt but pulled it back, and it was a strike. So caught stealing for out number 1. 2-4 the put out as pull for the second baseman was there. Guillen, who's got speed though, I guess got a late jump or thought Monger was going to lay down a bunt. So I was watching that. I don't know, but he was slow to the bag there at second. The 0-1 outside and in the dirt. Count 1-1. So Navarre making his second start of the year. He's been really good for the Lemurs this year. Out of the bullpen. They tried him out as a starter a few days ago. And was excellent there. 1-1 pitch swing. Bouncer left side down towards the line. Navarre tries to grab it with the glove. Bobbles it around. And it'll be probably go down as a hit. Monger's got speed. I don't know even if Navarre had picked it up if he'd had him. Of course, Navarre probably would have just thrown it 98 miles an hour to first. But Michael Pear to the plate. Pear on the season, batting .253, 5 home runs, 12 runs batted in. First time up, he taps the shin protectors of the catcher and the umpire. Digs in from the left side, a switch hitter. Monger at first, 1 out in the inning. And the pitch to Pear, Monger's moving, it's high. Now a throw down to second. Monger got a late jump. He tries to go back to first and gets thrown out. Caught stealing again. I don't know. He took his helmet off and looked around as if to say what happened. Navarre pretty quick to the plate, of course, when you throw it in the upper 90s, mid 90s as he is from the start. Ball gets to the plate in a hurry. Chavez back behind the plate. Threw it in the dirt to Rondon, but I guess he thought Pear was supposed to lay a bunt down or swing for a hit and run, but the pitch was up and away. The first one was for a ball. That pitch down low, and it's now 2-0. So 2 singles, but 2 caught stealings. And there's 2 outs. No one on. 2-0 the count to Pear. Navarre kicks and fires. Taken for a strike. The count 2-1. They say their radar gun is on the money as far as accuracy goes. Navarre's been sitting 95, 96 with his fastball so far through the first couple innings. 2-1 pitch taken low. And count 3-1. St. Paul Saints made a big deal the other day when Navarre hit 100 on the gun there. He did it 3 times in an inning. He'd already hit it here in Sioux Falls. Pitch outside. That was in a relief appearance for Navarre both times. Two out walk of Pear puts him at first base, and B.J. Gwynn to the plate. Gwynn, another switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Navarre. Gwynn batting .375, no home runs, no runs batted in. Navarro with the pitch, and it gets away from Chavez, tips off his glove outside, and moving up to second is Pear. See if they rolled a wild pitch or a pass ball. Blair going to go out and talk to Navarro on the mound. Blair, the third baseman, and now Chavez going to walk out there slowly too. Couple of caught stealings, though, this inning. They're going to go wild pitch on that to put Pear aboard at second base. 1-0, the count to Gwynn. Everyone back at their positions. They're playing Gwynn to pull it. Just to the left of the bag at second. Out there on the edge of the outfield grass is Rondon, and the pitch low. 2-0. Infield with a little bit of a shadow on it. Left side, though, still in the sun. As the sun sets behind the first base dugout. 2-0 pitch, taken for a strike. And the count 2-1. There's a lot of things you wouldn't think about when you build a ballpark. Setting suns is one of them you have to remember. Well, that last pitch, Navarro touched 98 on. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And a snap throw down to second to try to get the runner Pear. It's picked out of the dirt, though, by Rondon. Pear looked around to figure out who has the ball. Scoreboard says 2-2 right now. So we'll go with that. I had lost track. I thought it should have been 3-1, but here comes the pitch. Swing and a check swing. Went through the zone. There's strike three. First strikeout for Navarro. Strands a runner. Gives up 2 singles and a walk, but a couple caught stealings helps him out. We go to the top of the third. Canaries and Lemurs still scoreless.
Imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you stole the large.
Jesus Poso leads off the inning for the Lemurs. First pitch low. Poso, the 1-0 count, swings and misses. 1-1. Poso batting .270. 6 home runs, 34 runs batted in. He's been excellent on this road trip for the Lemurs. Next pitch, finding the outside corner. And the count 1-2. Lemurs and Canaries both scoreless here in the top of the third. Poso batting 8th in the order, so 8-9-1 this inning, due up for the Lemurs. Pitch in the dirt. Count evens up 2-2. A 2-2 pitch inside of Poso, leans out of the way. So that'll run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jesus Poso as he leads off the inning. Lemurs still in search of their first hit of the ball game. And the 3-2 pitch. Poso swings, hits one high in the air to deep left field. Monger's running back. He's looking up, and that ball's out of here. A solo home run for Jesus Poso to lead off the third, and we're not scoreless anymore. Lemurs lead 1-0 over the Canaries. Poso's 7th home run of the season. That ties him for second on the team with Leandro Castro. And Alvaro Rondon to the plate. Well, 3-2 pitch. Poso looking for that fastball for a strike. And he got it. Boy, did he get it. First pitch to Rondon. He swings and hits one the opposite way into shallow left center. No one's going to get there. It'll one hop into Monger's glove, and it's a single for Rondon. Back-to-back hits for the Lemurs. There's a runner on first base. No outs. Martinez to the plate, top of the order for Laredo. Drew Martinez smoothing out the left-handed batter's box where Rondon just was. Rondon getting a lead at first. Martinez 0 for 1 was robbed of a hit by Chapman, the center fielder, who dove back in the first inning to make the play on Martinez's shallow fly. In fact, Chapman thought about diving. You could see him. He kind of started hunching his body down and was about to spring out for it. And in fact, started to stumble a bit as he tried to pull out of his dive attempt. He was about halfway into it, about to start the dive, and decided last second, nope, can't do it. Not going to get there in time. It's probably smart that he did, because if he dove for it, missed it, and then tipped it, it would have gone away from Monger most likely, and he would have been on the ground, and Rondon would have gotten a double off of it. The pitch, bunting it back towards the screen, is Martinez, 0-1. So Lemurs lead now 1-0 over the Canaries, thanks to the solo home run by Jesus Poso. He's come up big in this on this road trip for the Lemurs. Even though the Lemurs have only won 2 games on this road trip, they've been in all of them. Pitch inside, getting walked off on 3 times. The other 2 losses, well, those are to St. Paul, a 2-run loss and a 3-run loss. Also last night with the big RBI to tie the game with 2 outs. In fact, he was down 0-2 in the count. Got a pitch he could hit. Got a base knock. 1-1 the count to Martinez. Pitch, runner moving, swing, grounder, foul towards the first base dugout. Count now a ball and a strike. Or sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rondon heads back to first as he was running on that pitch. gets a lead. Left-handed batter Martinez at the plate. And the 1-2. Martinez swings, bounces it towards the second baseman. Perez waits back on it, throws to second for one, over to first, not in time to get Martinez on the double play. So just one out recorded. Martinez reaches on the fielder's choice. 4-6, the put out of Rondon. As Perez waited back on it instead of charging it. May have allowed Martinez to reach first base safely. So Ty Morrison to the plate with one out and a runner on first. First throw over to first before Morrison can see a pitch. Martinez back in time though. Martinez gets a lead. And the delivery, Morrison taking in the dirt. As soon as it hit the dirt, Martinez takes off for second. He'll slide in, and he is out. 2 outs now in the inning. Martinez thought he was safe. It was close. I thought he might have gotten under the tag. But he couldn't quite. So now there's 2 outs and no one on. Lemurs still leading 1-0. Morrison with a 1-0 count on him. Swings, lines one to right. That's going to be a hit. Morrison's going to round first. He's headed to second. As that ball goes to the right field corner, it's picked up by Silva. He fires it to the infield. Morrison has a double with 2 outs. So Castro to the plate with a runner on second, 2 away. Lemurs still threatening to score, and that's what I mean, not an easy out in this Lemurs lineup. And I look over at the computer running the broadcast, and the streaming program seems to be freaking out. They're going to appeal to first and say Morrison didn't touch it. I think he touched the middle of the base, but Morrison's called out. So we'll be back with the bottom of the inning. Lemurs leading 1-0. We go to the bottom of the third.
One, 2 patties.
Shredded cheddar cheese.
A creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only on Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.